So years ago when I started this whole process and we needed to remove the background of object in a photo, it took hours and hours to deep etch every image, to remove the background and have a transparent background. Then we normally export it into a PNG format, and that just translates to websites and photo viewers that remember the background is transparent and only the foreground must be shown. But nowadays, that process can be made much faster. For us at SA Filmworks, we use this process in scenarios where we create animated videos or slideshows for clients, and just make sure that the focus of the eyes normally lay on the text, which is normally an important message, and not just on the image. And so it's important to rather craft a high quality video or slideshow for clients in such a manner. But this is the process, and just a few ideas on how we normally would go about doing this. So one of the websites that actually specialize in this kind of feature is literally called remove.bg, as you can see up here. Now, remove.bg stands for remove background. I've chosen a photo that's relatively complicated, and let's see what it does. It takes some seconds, differentiates the foreground and the background, and boom, immediately you'll see the difference, and there it is. Yeah, it's perfectly cut out. However, remove.bg is a paid for subscription, so it allows you one high-res version or 2 high-res versions a day, and thereafter you need to start paying for every one that you use. Once your subscription is done, it only allows you a small low-res version of that file. Now that's perfect if you're just using it for web-based for websites, because on your website you want your image to be as small as possible. But in this scenario, we want to have more images of a high quality, and for that reason, there's one little trick that I've seen that you can use to do that, and that is bizarrely the free website editor Wix. So this is just a website that we had before we launched the new product. But when you go into the editor side of Wix, you go into add, you go into image, and go to my image uploads. Now a neat little extra feature that they've added was you can now, let's add that coffee cup again. Great stuff. It's a high resolution coffee cup, so and the reason why I choose really high resolution images is it gives more detail to the online editors and computers to understand what is foreground, what is background. Right. When you choose on these 3 little dots, you can choose cut out image. Now this is where the magic happens. Right, so cut out image looks at this image, and you say auto cut out. It automatically cuts it out. You'll see it's not as clean as the one that you remove background did, but it's still pretty solid. So what we do to rectify this and go into a bit more details is I zoom into the image, look at the little edges that I still need. It's not perfect, and then I'll tell it to let's refine the cutout. Right, now it's time to see if we can refine this. So it gives me the option, almost like Photoshop and almost like photo editing software, to go into detail and restoring these parts. So everything that is red is removed, everything that's not red is still in. Right, there, that's much clearer. So let's go into the zoom, let's go into details. Oh, there we go. We need to remove this time a few of these little edges. And the hardness depends on whether it's a hard cut or it makes the brush a bit softer. The opacity you'll see there, it makes it more transparent or less, and the size of your brush, you'll see here we increase the size and it becomes big and less. I normally go for quite small the moment we start looking at tiny details. Right, and there we go. So I'm just going to get some edges down here. And boom, most of it is done now. Right, I am happy with that result, and now I can apply it. It'll remove that background and apply my changes, and once I'm happy with that, I can save it. And this is the cool thing, you can do this with unlimited images. So once it's saved, once it's done, once it's edited, you don't have to use it within the Wix environment. You can just go to download this now. So let me go to download. Great stuff. I can download it wherever I wish. Here we go. It's a clean cutout background. I didn't do it perfectly, so it's just to show you an example and speed up the whole process for you. So we've downloaded the file, but did you know that you can actually do this as a service and sell the service online? On one of the biggest websites or freelance platforms in the world is called Fiverr. And let me show you how this works. So on Fiverr, it's Fiverr. You can just type in remove background, and there you'll see a range of people that can offer these services to, whoopsie daisy, I didn't log in, so that does this for anything from 90 Rand. This is normally quite an easy exercise, so they'll either ask for 90 Rand per photo or 90 Rand for 5, and there's a few guys that does more complex cutting out. So you can actually register yourself as a vendor to do this, and people can contact you on this platform and they'll pay you money to remove the backgrounds. And it's as easy as that. So if you want to do this and get it on as a little side hustle, you are more than welcome to do so. Great. So I hope this workflow of removing the background, whether you're an entrepreneur and you need to load products on your new e-commerce site, or you may be a professional designer that needs some fast deep etching on a lot of images, I hope this helps you to create better content, make your entire process look more professional, and I look forward to seeing how you guys use these tools. Cool. We'll chat again later.